Hello everyone. Today our topic is Three Gorges Dam. The Three Gorges Dam is located in Hubei province at Yangtze River, China, which is the longest river in Asia and also the third largest river in the world. And the Three Gorges Dam project consists of two parts, the main building and the diversion project, with a total length of about 3,000 meters, a dam crest elevation of 185 meters, and a total investment of 95.4 billion yuan. It was officially started on December 14, 1994, and successfully completed on May 20, 2006. The idea is proposed by Sun Yat-sen, who is the founder of People's Republic of China. There are three main functions of the dam: protecting people from flood, generating electricity, and improving navigation conditions. The most important function of the dam is to protect 50 million people and 1.5 million acres of farmland from flooding, which threatened communities along the Yangtze River for centuries. The dam reduced flow by nearly half, protecting both sides of Jinjiang River between Yichang and Dongting Lake from devastating floods. Over the past decade, the dam has generated more than 629 billion kilowatt hours of electricity, equivalent to a reduction of nearly 600 million tons of carbon dioxide. In terms of 0.25 yuan per kilowatt, hydropower generated revenue of 157 billion yuan or 25 billion US dollars. Although the report does not mention biomass flooding and the resulting methane impact, it is still a more efficient way of generating electricity than fossil fuels. The Three Gorges Dam project is located at upper reaches of Yangtze River, which greatly improves the navigation conditions between Yichang and Chongqing. The Three Gorges project has increased the barge capacity of the Yangtze River 6 times, from 203 to 212. 500 million tons of cargo pass through the lock. The Yangtze River is still the world's busiest cargo river, with a throughput of 1.5 billion tons in 2010, 3 times of Mississippi River and 5 times of Rhine River. And there are also negative effects. The most direct consequence of the reservoir may be the increase of geological risk in Three Gorges Dam project area. This is mainly due to the erosion caused by severe fluctuation of reservoir water level. Since 2003, there have been more than 500 million earthquakes and thousands of small earthquakes in crucial area. In addition, the earthquakes and the fluctuation of the reservoir water level have more and more damage to the surrounding slopes, resulting in 430 landslides and nearly 3,000 minor related events. The dam also blocked about 10 million tons of plastic bags, bottles, carcasses, trees, and other debris that would otherwise have flowed into the sea. Stagnant water in the tributaries has also increased the pollution level, which is the current concern of residents along the Yangtze River. The Three Gorges Dam also severely damaged the riverbank ecosystem. The destruction of the spawning grounds and the blocking of the migration routes had led to a sharp decline into the number of different fishes and freshwater cetaceans. According to the latest survey in 2012, the number of finest porpoises in the Yangtze River basin has dropped to about 1,000, which has less number than wild giant panda. WWF and the Ministry of Agriculture reported that during the scientific survey of Jingsha River, only 17 species of fish were found, a significant decrease from the 140 species found decades ago. The Three Gorges Dam also increases the habitat of the downstream snails, thus increasing the risk of human schistosomiasis infection. In the epidemic area near lakes and wetlands, the prevalence rate hovered around 5%, compared with only 1% before the construction of the Three Gorges Dam project.
In view of the situation of the Three Gorges Dam, I think it needs more than one policy. What the Three Gorges Dam needs is several policies to maintain its development policy. The Three Gorges Dam faces many serious problems, such as earthquakes, endangered animals and plants, pollution, and so on. The Environment Protection Department has invested a lot of money to fight algae blooms and treat sewage. Since 2003, the Yangtze River has implemented a 3-month fishing ban every spring to ensure the recovery of endangered fish resources and ecosystems. However, China Three Gorges Group should take more measures, such as germplasm conservation, botanical garden conservation, field relocation conservation, construction of rare and unique plant cultivation beds in the Three Gorges. These policies are designed to ensure that endangered plants like China's precious red leaf species, maple, does not go extinct. The Three Gorges Group should also actively promote the water and soil conservation project of the Three Gorges Project, ensuring that all departments of the Three Gorges Company pay attention to soil and water issues. The Three Gorges Company of China should build a natural reserve for aquatic wildlife in the mainstream of the Yangtze River to study the rare fish in the Yangtze River, such as Chinese sturgeon. At the same time, an ecological fishing ground should be built near the Yangtze River to release rare and endangered fishes such as debris sturgeon and so on. It is unrealistic to stop the operation of the Three Gorges Dam, so we can only ensure a number of endangered plants and animals by establishing a new living environment. And the establishment of the new environment can provide a better living standards for endangered species. The Three Gorges Company should also use a lot of manpower and material resources to clean the floating objects in the water area of the dam. After being salvaged, they should be transported to relevant wood companies for environmental protection, recycling, and real sustainable development. Moreover, after a dam is completed, the reservoir will retain some nutrients, such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The increase of nutrients will promote the growth of algae and other plankton, therefore cause adverse effects on water quality. However, the flow rate of the reservoir will limit growth to biomass because the pH value of the Yangtze River water is quite high, usually more than 8. The phosphorus in the water is easy to convert into insoluble compounds and combine with fine sediments. Most of them will be discharged from the reservoir with the release flow. Therefore, the concentration of soluble phosphorus absorbed by algae in the reservoir will be very low, so it is impossible for nutrients to accumulate, and eutrophication of reservoir water should not occur anymore. There is a graph showing that the Three Gorges Dam project is affected by a negative externality. For the graph, I believe that the Three Gorges Dam do benefits from a lot of aspects. However, it also creates negative externalities for the social welfare. For example, Three Gorges Dam cause earthquakes, create pollution, make endangered species more endangered, and so on. Furthermore, the marginal damage added on the private marginal cost creates social marginal cost, which further decreases the sum of producer surplus and consumer surplus, therefore creates a deadweight loss. When the effective policies are implemented, negative externalities that Three Gorges Dam created will disappear, so the social welfare will go back to its normal level. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you for watching.